So like I was saying, it's criminal to misplace words like that because you're tampering with history. See, you're destroying history. See, and that's, and again, it doesn't matter if it's a positive thing, right, or a negative thing. We should always keep that the history. I mean, I remember growing up, they used to say, well, to know where you're going, you got to know the past. You got to know your heritage. You got to know your past. You got to know your people, and not just your people, peoples, because we all interact with one another. We have to know the history, the culture, the attitudes of different people. Why they thought this way? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these things are written down on paper. See? Anytime, so whoever did this, when they took out the word races and put the word natives there, they just committed paper genocide. Or actually, see, you can't create genocide with paper, right? Really, it's called word genocide. Word genocide. Okay, you're killing information. You're distorting things that actually occurred. Okay, so so like I said, this piece of this right here, all of this right here, right? Okay, it's coming from right here, Noah Webster. So that's all this stuff here. See, the only difference, right, is that someone took out the word races, and put the word native in there. Okay, now, like I said earlier, I don't have this dictionary here, 1936, Webster's Unabridged 20th Century Dictionary. Okay, but I do have two types of Webster's Unabridged dictionaries. So like this big boy right here. So you can see right there on the bottom that it's an unabridged. Okay, this is an unabridged dictionary. Webster's third new international dictionary, unabridged. Let me see. Look for it. And it's 1758. Okay, 1758. This was published in 1758. So in this dictionary, it doesn't use the word race or races. Okay, it doesn't use it there. Right. And then my other one, that I have a digital one. Okay, again, you can see it's a Webster's. See, it's a Webster's unabridged. See, it's an unabridged. Webster's unabridged. Merriam-Webster's unabridged. Now, see again. So see, it doesn't say. It doesn't use words. It uses the word native. So it uses the word native, right? But it doesn't use the word races. Okay. Yeah. So I can probably assume, right, that this person who put this together, right, knew this, right, and they replaced the word native right there. Okay, I'm guessing maybe because they knew this other dictionary, the Webster's Unabridged, didn't use the word natives and not the word races. So I guess they replaced it. But now this is a good thing when you understand that native, right, is also a genetic term. Okay, and it means genes. So, see, because again, races, when you look at the word races or race, right, it's describing the genotype. Actually, the phenotype is describing the phenotype. Phenotype are the outer features of a people. Okay, so they compare. So say people that look like this, right? This is their bloodline. Like my mother used to always say, "Hey, you're the spitting image of your father." See, that's a genetic term because she's telling me that my genes, right, come from my father because our phenotypes, the way we look, are very similar. Okay, so understand the word native and the word race are both genetic terms describing phenotype. And don't let anyone tell you that phenotype is just referring to the skin pigment. No, it's referring to all the features of the body. All right, so I just want to share that with you guys real quick. All right, so let's not be, let's be, because remember history, right? That's a lot of us, Native American Indians, so-called black folk, right? We trying to find our history. What is our true history? So we don't want to, be tampering with stuff. We don't want to be messing with words, taking stuff out, and see. All right. So let me go. So again, as always, right? This, right, is our true history, language, and culture.